Eagles, Vikings. Wow. This did not go the way that anybody envisioned it was because all the experts had picked Minnesota to win this game. But honestly, what a game plan from Doug Pederson and the Eagles. Holy smokes. First drive, Minnesota comes out. Bam, bam, Jarrett McKinnon. Bam, Case Keenum throws to Kyle Rudolph. You think it's over, right? So then the Eagles get the ball back. They punt it 7-zip early on at their place. First drive, I was like, all right, it's over. They better take over. But Patrick Robinson, right after that, Patrick Robinson comes back. 6:26 left in the first quarter. 50-yard interception return. The whole game turned after that. They were able to stop them. They had a 75-yard drive. Nick Foles had 3 touchdowns and about 300 plus yards. I guess one of the best defenses in the NFL. I mean, honestly, he just took the ball and he slinged it on that second drive, and they went up 14-7 right before the end of the first quarter, so that was easy for them. And then I don't even know how you can explain it. Like, they were not Alshon Jeffrey, but it was 11-yard rush by LeGarrette Blount, but still, they took a drive, went 75 yards in 6 minutes, chewed up the clock, and scored in the second quarter, went up 14-7, then forced another punt. And I think the big play here was the fumble. The fumble also. Chris Long playing for free. And he picked it up after Derek Barnett sort of went after Keenum. And that was a great play, punched it out. And then, of course, we go capitalize. A huge pass. This was a great pass. I saw this play. Alshon Jeffrey just broke away, and Nick Foles just stuck in the pocket and landed one. Right here was 21-7. Then you sort of knew it was going to happen. But still, this was craziness. But they got, they go into Minnesota range. It's 24-7 at halftime. By then, you already know it's over because they're at home and, so they go first drive, third quarter, Philadelphia does its thing. Huge pass here. Nick Foles to Torrey Smith. Another absolute bomb from Nick Foles, and that pretty much put it out of doubt. 31-7, so it's already 31-7. So it's basically over, and then, Nick Foles hit Alshon Jeffrey for 42 yards. Almost by the end of the second quarter, and they scored again with Jay Ajayi rushing up. So it was 38-7 after the end of 3 quarters. Unbelievable. It was already over by then. Nobody scored in the fourth quarter. Case Keenum looked really rattled all game. This is what I said the Eagles should do if they wanted a chance in this game, was to rattle Case Keenum and make sure he was uncomfortable and out of the pocket, and that's what they did. They went right at Case Keenum, and they were able to sort of keep him unsettled all game. He was a really, really good star this year for the Vikings. I think that he had a great year. This is a great defense. I don't think we should take anything away from Case Keenum. I just think in this game, he got a little extra rattle, they put more pressure on him. They sort of forced him, and he didn't react well. He was like, he kind of, shied away from the pressure, just didn't play well. But hey, some players, they shrink in the pressure. Hey, Nick Foles, 3 touchdowns. Come on. Give Nick Foles some credit here because this is a great game from Nick Foles. He put together a great game plan. Doug Pederson put together a great game plan for him, and he went out and executed 38-7 against one of the NFC's top defenses. They held Drew Brees to 0 points in the first half, and they let up 24 to the Philadelphia Eagles. Most of these are self-inflicted mistakes. The Vikings are more of a team that if they're able to play better as a unit, they have to play better as a unit. And they just didn't come out after that interception. You could sort of see the tide sort of staging. But offensively, I didn't see this coming. Defensively, I thought it was going to be a low-scoring game. And I really thought the Vikings would have a chance in this game for more than a quarter. But dang, they got smoked. They came out in the second quarter flat, I guess. They just came out in the second quarter flat. And everything just sort of went downhill, and the Eagles opened it up and took the game away. I mean, Eagles to the NFL Super Bowl. Think about that. No Carson Wentz, no Jason Peters, no Darren Sproles. All the excuses these Cowboys fans have been having. And I don't think Daniel Ellaby played either. So you got all these excuses that these Cowboys fans come out. But we won, and we're advancing to the Super Bowl. Think about that. Chew on that. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Unbelievable. That is just crazy how good they are. But hey, like I said, I don't think we should take anything away from Case Keenum. He's going to be entering free agency along with probably Sam Bradford. Ted Bridgewater may look for a new home, depending on this pending free agency decision on what they would do with Case Keenum, or if they go after Kirk Cousins because he's available now. Can't believe that happened. Wow, just craziness in this championship game, but it wasn't close for a single minute, and no one knew why it wasn't close. The Eagles' defense was able to come out and play well, and now they're going to the Super Bowl. Now they get to face Tom Brady, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams match up. But this one was completely disappointing in terms of playoff drama and intrigue. This one just didn't meet what people thought it was going to be. It wasn't like the earlier game either. It was just after the second quarter, you sort of just knew who was going to win. But it was great dominance. Do not underestimate the Eagles at this point. They're just riding through all the NFC's best. They beat last year's Super Bowl NFC champion, and they beat this year's best NFC defense and offense. So they were able to balance it out, and they killed the balance in this game. So the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, and we'll see what happens there. Super Bowl 52.